Hello YouTube. Well, got back out in the woods today, making some coffee on that same stove I showed the other day. There's the setup. Works really great. Nice little billy can. Here's my little trick. Well, you know how you put your billy can, if you're using on a stove, the handle always gets really hot. You just stick a little stick in there, and it holds the handle up. I know, a piece of brilliance. Here's the treasures I found today. A little piece of horse hoof fungus. We'll show you that, and we'll cut that open for some tinder. I found these cool burls. There's two of them on a tree. Figured I'd make some sort of cup or something out of them. I thought they were cool. And I got some bark as well. That's the inner bark of a poplar tree, that big package of stuff there. It's about 4 feet long each strip. And it's a dead birch tree, and as everybody knows, birch bark doesn't go bad, but the wood does, so that just peeled off real easy. So that'll be a good little addition to some fire making as well. Got my, the knives and all that jazz. I lit that stove today. It's a gel stove. I lit that stove today with a fire steel. Worked really well. So just in case you're wondering if you can light those without a match, you certainly can. Anyway, back out. Lovely Eastern Canadian forest. I'm in that same transition area I was the other day. No deer today, unfortunately, but lots of trail, lots of action on this little marshy area that you're looking at right now. So it's been a good day of tracking, and I'm just gonna sit back and relax and carve up one of those burls and maybe do something with that tinder fungus and enjoy a cup of coffee. Excellent. Hope everybody's having a good day. Okay. Horsehoof fungus. Looks like this. It's a nasty thing. Kind of looks like a hoof of a horse. This is a hard outer shell, and if you get this, the day you get it is the day you should carve it. If you wait too long, then this outer shell becomes like a rock, and it's just brutal to trying to carve. And what you do is you carve that outer shell off, and you have this spongy material. And it is spongy. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but my thumb is really pressing into it. Underneath this is about a 1/4 inch thick. Underneath this is a brown stuff that's no good to you. So once you carve all this stuff off, then you just cut that 1/4 inch layer out. Looks like this one might even be a little thicker. And then you got yourself some decent tinder. Kind of feels like a sponge. It's really cool. I'll get back at you when I get some more carving done. Okay, so that was that piece of tinder fungus. It's actually like this. I cut it off after I was done carving it, and then I hollowed out all the brown material from the inside. It comes out pretty easy. Now what I'm left with is this spongy piece of material. All right, and it's pretty flexible, really is. As this dries out, this is just one big chunk of tinder. This is really good for fire pistons because you can. It's fibrous, so you can pull off a little piece for the fire piston, stick it in there. I've never tried this particular tinder fungus. I know there's several different kinds, whatever. This particular fungus, as you can tell, I'm not one for Latin names or whatever. I go with what works. This particular fungus works great. This thing that looks like sponge toffee. I've never tried it with a flint and steel or a ferro rod or anything like that. I'm sure it would work great. It catches a spark. It will, if it lights in a fire piston, it'll work for those things. So I collect this for my fire piston. This is enough for a ton of fire piston fires. So if I brought my fire piston today, which I'm sure I did, I will even do a demo for you. Excellent. Okay. Well, the good news is I did bring the fire piston today, and in this little pellet case, I have some dried fungus, the same stuff you were just looking at. This is a bit of a thinner piece. That piece that I just harvested today is quite thick. I may have to pound it down or cut it down to make it thinner. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little piece off this, or tear a piece off of it, and put it into my fire piston, and then I'll show you how it works. Okay, so here we go. A little piece of tinder fungus, fire piston. I've torn a little piece off, and I've stuck it in the end of my piston. And now I'm going to attempt to, once again, not just give you a big crotch shot. I'm not even really sure if you can see this, but fire piston in past the threads, and then there you go. And that's burning. So let's just see. You don't want to leave it in the fire piston too long, otherwise you burn the wood. But so tinder fungus, there it is, works great. All right, I'll get back at you.